What up, everyone? My name's Xavier Morris. What are your guys' names?
Hey, I'm Jessica. Nobody cares what my last name is, but it's Piervincenti. It's long and
It's
crazy.
it's
And
Italian.
It's a
an
little
Italian.
Italian. It's a
Italian.
little a
And
bit.
today we have a very special guest, all the way from New York City, Mr.
New
Ethan
York
Fine.
City.
Yes,
Or Ethan
yes.
Filler. I almost said Ethan Finesilver. I'm like, that's a different guy. Ethan Filler,
That's not
everyone.
a guy I've met ever.
Ethan
So
Filler. Ethan
Ethan
Filler.
Ethan
Filler.
Filler, how you doing, man?
Pretty okay.
Pretty okay is pretty good. I like that. I really
That's,
like
yeah,
that.
there we go. That is the best way to describe what's going on right now is pretty
Yeah.
okay.
Pretty
Yeah.
okay. Pretty okay.
I for some reason the way this app works, there's like a percentage next to your heads that's like constantly shifting. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
there is
what
a.
is it like hotness? What is it?
It is,
I'm at 99%. So
92, went down to 92. Oh,
yeah,
oh,
back to 99.
I think it's like real time uploading. So like as we're recording, it's
oh,
also uploading all the footage that we're getting. So
I see. I see.
I
yeah,
think it's comedic ability, and I think you're at a 88, so step it
I'm
up
at an 80
maybe.
right now. I'm trying, man.
Yeah,
I'm
Savior.
trying my
Savior.
best.
yeah.
Savior. Bringing up the rear. Yeah. And I thought that'd be Ethan. No, that's not
Oh,
mine.
'cause gay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
that was my
hey,
gay
good
that was
job,
my
good
gay
job.
God, you
joke.
are a
Was it good?
comedian. You're so funny, Jessica.
Thanks,
All
thanks,
right, I'm off the
thanks,
hook
Ethan.
now. We're attacking Jessica.
We're on a roll now. It's just we're right on a roll. It's great.
Oh, should we?
Awesome.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I do actually have a new gay joke I wanted to ask Ethan about.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure. All right, I actually typed this to you a long time ago, but it's better if I tell it. Like, okay, so like you know how like you're really specific about like certain people are very specific about certain like at least on my gay friends like they cut the crust off their sandwiches and like are just typically very neat and organized and like they call that anal and like I don't know like a dick just slides right up there. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't like I don't know. Does it? Because I can't. I've tried and I think this is more about me. Let's pull the focus more to me. I just am jealous because I can't. I don't know. I've tried. I can't. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And like gay men have it over on us. They do. They're just better humans. They're just like 2.0. Anyway, that's my opinion. But yeah.
Okay, so what part did you want feedback on specifically? Because that was a lot.
The whole thing. The whole
It,
thing.
Are you trying to find a punchline? What's going
it
on?
started out as like sort of like a pun about, being anal, and then
Like a
kind
dick
of
just
developed
slides right
into you like
slides right up there.
sort of
Just
having
right up
an
there.
existential crisis about not being able to have
Being
anal
able to
sex.
have anal sex. Yes, exactly. That's really spot on. Thank you so much. And also thank you for feeling I feel seen and heard and thank you.
Well, I think the thing is like fundamentally, not to go into like the differences of men and women, but uh, men have a prostate, which is
Yes.
what makes anal sex
Yes.
pleasurable.
I see
There's
that
really
now.
no benefit for. That's why piping hot take. If when if you're like with a girl and she's into anal sex, she's just in it for the pain. Get away from her. That's terrifying.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this was healing. This was like helpful for me, Ethan.
Every goth girl in Bushwick is into
Christ
anal.
almighty.
And that
Yeah.
says something.
Yeah. I don't want to king shame anybody, to be honest. I
Hey,
really
no,
don't.
no. We are a sex
Life is too
positive
impossible for
podcast
that
around
shit.
here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Life is too impossible. Exactly.
So okay, so are we doing? So I haven't been on this program in many a year.
It's been
Is
years,
there
yeah.
like a dossier of like topics, or are we just vibing, hanging out?
Yeah, so pretty much what we're doing is just hanging out. Around like the half hour to 45-minute mark, I will bring up questions from Reddit for
Yeah.
y'all to answer.
Oh, do you have a Reddit?
No. I mean, I just go on there, find the most unhinged questions, and then have us answer them.
Oh,
So I got some good ones. I got some good ones
okay.
going today. Yeah.
I
It
was
was a really
almost
good
very
response.
impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was going to be impressive, but then it wasn't.
I thought you were like, yeah. I asked my fans on Reddit
All of the many.
and yeah,
Yeah.
them, yeah,
The many Ethan Filler fans on
yeah, the
Reddit.
Ethan Filler stands.
Yeah.
or as which I just keep getting calls about my student loans. Yeah,
That counts. I think that counts. I think
No,
that's
yeah, I
yeah,
think
fine.
yeah,
so.
absolutely. Yeah.
I see
Yeah,
no problem with that.
There we go. I like how we're all just tired as fuck right now.
I
yeah.
know I'm
Sorry.
exhausted.
You can see
I'm
the
really so
bags
tired.
under all of our eyes right now.
Yeah. Hey, I think my lighting really took care of that. I thought I just, but then he made me turn it from portrait mode
Yeah,
to
because I have to edit this thing later, so it's just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
make it
All
easier
right,
on
but I
me.
had it, I had it all. Oh, I had the bags all gone. It doesn't
Look, do
matter.
you think I
Anyway,
want my
it's not
bags
about
on
me.
display? No,
It's not.
but
It's not
I
a.
do it for the art. Okay, the art of podcasting.
It's a
that's
great.
why
It's a
you're at 95% and I'm at 98.
Exactly.
killing the game. Killing
He's
the
bringing
game.
that extra 3%.
This is how like race science started. I feel like just like arbitrary bullshit. We're getting deep. We're doing the Rogan
We're doing
experience.
deep.
We are
Speaking of
doing the
getting
program. Yeah. Ethan, do
speaking
you
of
have any
getting deep,
conspiracies you want to?
Stop talking over Jessica. Let a woman speak. Go.
it's fine. I'm used to it. I don't really care.
Okay.
It's normal. He told me what to do twice already before the camera even started
Yeah,
rolling.
because I want.
He was like, "Do
Okay,
this, do
no,
that, do this,
whatever.
do that." No,
Okay,
it's fine. I loved it.
yeah.
I clearly liked it. I enjoyed myself. But no, I I yeah. Well, I was gonna ask. This is kind of putting you on the spot, Ethan. But do you have a childhood picture of you, like something that like is I don't know, preferably the more embarrassing the better. But like I don't know, just like whatever like comes to mind if you have something.
Do you mean like on me?
Yeah, like on your phone or something. You're a Gen Z,
I don't.
aren't you? Like a
I
young
gotta be
and
honest.
vibrant soul.
I don't have any childhood pictures like on my camera roll. Like my mom has them. Like my
Okay,
parents have
obvious.
physical pictures and there's stuff on Facebook. But like, wait, respectfully, do you in your camera roll you have pictures of yourself as a child to look at for you?
For me, no. I took pictures of my of like childhood pictures when I went home to my family home, and then they're just on there so I can find them because like 3 years ago I took those pictures of them.
I remember
So
what I looked like as a kid. I don't need to, you know.
it's fair. That's
Also,
fair.
someone had
It's also
a
how also unself-involved of you. So
yeah.
kudos
Oh,
to you.
someone had a childhood they want to remember. Silver spoonish a little bit.
Yeah. Do you
No,
think if we liked our
seriously.
childhoods, we'd be doing this?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
No, I that's the danger of shrooms. That's the danger of taking mushrooms. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes you remember things that you really shouldn't have remembered. Because, resiliency and like, you don't remember. Yeah, that's cool. So, anyways, yeah.
there we go.
Um,
Take shrooms,
but my
everyone. We really
take
are turning
shrooms.
into the Joe Rogan podcast. We're encouraging people to do shrooms.
No, well, I'm just saying people do them. It's not let's not pretend like people don't do them. You know what I mean? Like
Who here
that's
hasn't done shrooms? Let's be honest. Ethan?
yeah.
Actually, I guess technically, so one time I was hanging out at a mic, and someone was like, "Do you want a square or like a tiny square of chocolate with the mushrooms?" And I'd never done it, but this was like this year, and I'd never done it before. Um, and I was like, you know what? Sure. And I had like the tiniest little like half a square. Like I don't. I was told it would be enough to like. It wouldn't even be hallucinogenic. It would be like enough to like feel kind of good. Like I guess borderline microdosing.
Hmm.
And then that later, it was a weird night. That same night, the same guy who had given me that chocolate had he there was a lot going on. So there was this like meth head who was on the stage previous
Yeah.
to him, which made everyone really scared, just really on edge and scared. And then the guy who gave me the chocolate went on after him, and apparently he'd been doing this physical bit where he jumps onto his knees and falls onto his knees really hard. He'd been doing that all day. It was a very good bit, but it was integral to his bit, and he'd been
Yeah.
doing it all day.
Yeah.
So then he did that at this like late night mic, and
Yeah.
he fell onto his knees, and then his knees. Then he got up, and his
Stop.
knees started bleeding like stigmata. which was very assaulting to me, who was on the tiniest bit of mushrooms. And the worst part, he was high as shit, so he was bleeding like stigmata from his knees.
Oh my
And we
God.
kept going, hey, man, you're bleeding. There's blood on you. You're bleeding. He just
Yeah.
kept going, it's just blood. It's just
That's
blood.
insane.
Oh God. Oh
Don't
Jesus.
worry.
Especially if you're on shrooms, that's too much. That's like too much. That's too much to
Terrifying.
handle.
Dead
Yeah.
behind the eyes, just going, it's
Uh-uh.
just blood.
Ew.
So I
It's
haven't really done
it's
mushrooms.
giving Dahmer.
A
It's
little
giving,
bit.
yeah, it's giving,
He's like, we're
serial
all just
killer.
bags of meat. Great, fantastic.
That's
Okay,
insane.
like for
That's
sure. Like, okay,
insane.
when you say that, when, like that person's face, you must be like, good point. I don't know, like,
He's like,
you know,
I'm like, okay. We kept trying to explain to him. We were like, oh, so we know it's just blood, but that's a biohazard issue.
still, yeah,
Yeah,
still,
there's
it
there's a
should
lot of things wrong with it being just blood. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it should evoke a visceral response if you're alive
As
and
if there
that
was a
and
universe
stuff.
in which he would go, it's just blood, and we're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's wild
I'm booking that guy in my next show.
for
Just-
sure. So, so you don't have a good experience with shrooms. I mean, honestly, I feel like that's probably it's really reasonable. That's also a
I
really
feel
reasonable
it's,
response.
and it's not even that, like, it made me, like, hallucinate. Like, I feel like if I was feeling anything, or if I was going to feel anything, I was snapped into sobriety so quickly.
Yeah, 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 exactly. I know.
But,
You're just
you know,
like it's not as fun. And then like it's also just kind of like usually like, if you take them like I've never like tried to like there's people that like try to really like take a lot of mushrooms. I've never tried to do that. I've just like tried to have like a little vibey moment. Do you know what I mean? Like
there's
just
also,
enough to like feel something. So like
there's
it, I
also
don't
another
know.
time, and let me ask your opinion on this. One time, there's someone I knew who was, like, handing out, like, she makes, like, homemade edibles, so she's
Mm.
handing out, like, what I was told were weed gummies. And then, like, a week later, I was talking to someone. They're like, "Oh yeah, she makes those gummies that are weed and mushrooms." And I was like,
oh shit.
Shit. Yeah.
and
My
I
God.
asked her, and I was like, "Do these have mushrooms in them?" And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, a little bit." I was like,
You think that's like I think it's like was it were you in Bushwick? Like I feel like this is like a thing where it's like
"No, it was a woman in her 50s in Manhattan,
in Manhattan. Oh
a
my
chill
God. Okay.
woman." But I literally feel like in real time, I was like, "Oh, this is why we have, like, the FDA and stuff."
Yeah.
This is why we
Yeah,
have laws.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
This
For
is why we
sure.
legalize everything. Yeah.
For sure. This is why
yeah,
we want some
yeah.
processes, you
That's
know.
like messed up, right?
Yeah. A
No,
little
that
bit.
is kind
You're
of
like,
at
you know,
I
least
mean,
let someone know. You know.
yeah, a
Yeah.
little
I'll be
bit.
I'll be very honest. I'm in a space in my life where like that's really not the worst thing. That's
I know.
there I can picture there's a couple more things that are pretty bad that happen, to
Okay.
people.
All right.
But
We're not doing the Olympics over here.
just saying, I don't know. It's fine.
Fresh
I don't know.
Olympics.
It's fine. It's fine. No, I'm in a
Me
it's
being
a
like, oh, isn't it weird that I got given mushrooms without my consent? And you're like, well,
you got
people
given
get
like a nice
murdered.
gummy mushroom. Yeah, exactly. Like that's what yeah, like people get like, like yeah, like her intentions aren't to hurt you, I don't think.
Oh no,
So
I got
that's
high.
because other people, yeah, well, there are some people that try to drug people and do some shit. I don't know. I was listening to the Diddy tapes. We don't need to mention Diddy,
It wasn't that,
but
but I'm like, well, I feel like there's like being told something is a weed gummy and then it being something else.
no,
That's an
it's bad.
experience I want to sign
It's
up
not.
for.
No, no, you can't exactly. You can't do that. That's not cool. I agree.
Yeah. If you ever give
Uncool.
someone drugs,
Sorry,
let them
Jessica.
know.
I didn't. Okay.
No, it's uncool. It's very uncool. I
Isn't
agree
it odd that I
completely.
was given a mushroom edible? And you're actually people are raped. All right,
It's
Jessica. Jesus.
exactly what I said. You're 100% right. I'm sorry.
People are
Very
dying, Kim.
people are
People are
dying,
dying.
Ethan. Like, hello.
Do you
People
remember
get
that?
like, yeah,
Do you remember that?
I do.
People are
I'm sorry.
dying, Kim.
People are dying,
Yes,
Kim.
people are dying, Cam.
You remember
So
that?
great. Yeah,
Kim
from Kardashian.
Kardashian.
Yes,
She lost her
yes,
diamond. I'm saying for Xavier's
yes.
benefit. Don't yell at me.
Oh, sorry.
Guys, come on. I didn't know. I didn't watch the
Um,
Kardashians when
Okay,
I
I
was
won't
young.
finish. All right,
this is
whatever.
like turning into like me and Ethan talking about the Kardashians, which is like so much fun to be
Hey,
honest.
that sounds like a great
Um,
podcast.
I mean,
Yeah. I
they're
get
just
to witness
endlessly
it
fun.
live happening. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Too much fun. Um, did you watch the Met Gala? No, never mind. But I didn't. I tried. I saw the recaps.
I this I heard the theme for the Met Gala this year, and I was like, white people need to sit this one out.
Yeah, yeah.
I
They're
was like, if
just
white
not
people are invited, you need to like
playing.
stay home.
Stay home this time. Why not?
I was like, people don't have the wherewithal and the tact to like do anything. And you know, I was
Yeah.
right. I was
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
seen online recently how like black people welcome gingers into the black community, and now it's like and it immediately went haywire.
Don't like how you hit the R in ginger, but you know,
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
listen, if
Jesus,
I'm gonna be Joe Rogan, I gotta hit the hard R.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
But yeah, there was
But
like a good couple days where like the gingers with an A were having
gingers,
fun, and then yeah, some
Worse
guy ruined it
actually.
by like making a bunch of racist
I'm gonna
jokes.
reverse stance. Ginger with an A was worse.
Gingers with an
That
A.
was more racist.
somehow, yeah, I don't
It's
know
okay. It
how.
sounded worse coming out of my mouth. Let's
It
be
Yeah,
was,
honest.
yeah, it's, yeah. Somehow
yeah,
my butthole tightened further.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
but
I
it's
could
and
fine.
that's
It's
why
fine.
she can't do anal,
This is
folks.
what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm
You
trying to
should make a
say.
joke about that, Jessica. That's so funny.
Thanks, Ethan. I should. I'll work on that. I'll write it down and then I'll ask you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But no, I think that I'll work. I have butt plugs, so no.
Okay.
So we're working up to it. It's no, I'm just kidding.
What?
Not
Okay.
that. Yeah, it's fine. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, the Kardashians are really spoiled.
let's bring it back to the
They're
Kardashians.
just really spoiled, and they don't, and they're really out of touch, and it's really fun to watch, and they're still on TV, aren't they? Do they still have a show, or
I
I
think
no?
don't know.
so.
I don't really follow.
Yeah, I know. I don't either, but
You know
Yeah.
what? I really I'm not even sure if I've seen an entire episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. You know what I've seen
I've never seen an entire episode. Oh my God.
not like a full one. Like I used to catch it on TV.
Ethan, you're
You know.
depriving yourself. You're depriving yourself. Why deprive
You know
yourself?
what I have seen in its
Yeah.
entirety?
What?
I Am Kate. You ever think about that show?
No. Oh, wait. Isn't that
Caitlyn
the royal?
Jenner's reality show.
No. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Oh
That's a
my
good one.
god, it was
That's a
so
good one.
crazy.
She's
So I
crazy because
was
she's a Republican.
it was Caitlyn Jenner and like 10 other trans
Yeah.
women on like a party bus traveling across
Yes, I
America.
did see
Wait,
this. Yes,
what?
I did see that.
That's a
I
thing.
did see this. This was
Yeah,
like, but wasn't this like years ago? Was this
But
like years
this
Caitlyn
was
ago?
Jenner
years
back into a
ago. It was
car.
only 2 seasons. It was not long
Yeah.
lived.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think about it
But she
all the
like,
time. And it was literally the entire show where because they started out and they're like woo party bus, and then it very quickly became 10 like educated trans women like being like,
trying
Kate,
to
you can't vote for
hate.
Donald Trump.
It was hysterical.
Wait,
And they were making like phenomenal points, and she would just be like, "That's crazy," like it was just
Like,
like the way
literally,
that she,
she'd
this
yeah,
just
is
be
a
like,
show. I gotta
wait,
look
yeah,
this up.
I think Ted Cruz is a nice guy.
yeah. It
I
was
think
it
Ted's
was really
nice.
it was so, and they were just like, and they were locked down in an RV, like they were
Yeah,
just like in like the smallest amount, the smallest room possible, like in a van.
yeah.
Like it was funny. It was
Oh my
great.
god, yeah,
Yeah. And she was just refused to budge on the. It's just it's fine. It's yeah. She's a
That sounds
hey,
great.
yeah.
How
you
did I
know.
miss this? I'm gonna. I'm saving this for later. I'm putting this
Oh,
on my
look
Google
it
account.
up. Get into it. Come on,
Let's
Takes
see.
all
treat
kind
yourself.
takes all
You're not
kinds takes all
driving.
Jenner.
kinds. I
You're
will
not
say this,
driving.
it
Watch a
takes all
little
kinds,
Caitlyn
doesn't
Jenner. You're not driving, Xavier Morris.
it? She killed a guy, didn't she? Kill somebody? She killed somebody,
She
right?
did.
No,
She
she
ran
killed a
someone over.
woman. It's fine.
It's fine.
Was it called
You
I
said
Am Kate?
you said killed a woman. It's fine.
It's
Is that what you said?
fine.
It's fine.
Just a
It's
lady.
just a lady.
Yeah,
It's not
no,
like an
yeah.
important
Wait,
person. I get it.
Xavier,
Yeah.
did you knew this, right?
I knew that Caitlyn Jenner killed a person.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Women
No,
drivers.
I'm up to date with that. You know. Listen,
Yeah,
I don't keep up with much, but the second like a trans woman runs someone over with the car,
yeah,
I'm on it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Matthew Broderick did too.
He did.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. That one surprises me because somehow he's more likable
And
in
then
some ways.
he did a car commercial after that. I was like, you can't do that ever.
Can't do a car commercial. You could do like a Nutella commercial or something that's like,
That's
not
That's like
adjacent.
that's like Bill Cosby doing a wine commercial. You can't.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm Bill
Oh my
Cosby
god.
here trying to sell you some sleep medicine.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
trust me, I know something about knocking a bitch out.
Zequel.
Yeah.
Zequel. It's, for those times that you can't sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really funny. That's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Anyway.
Cool. Cool.
Cool. Yeah, that all just took us out thinking about Bill Cosby.
Nah,
But yeah.
I did pull up the Caitlyn Jenner TV show, and I'm trying to figure out where to watch it right now.
Oh yeah, it's great. I
Nice.
think
Yeah.
I think maybe I don't even know if it's on anything anymore. It used to be on Hulu, but I'm sure you can find it illegally somewhere at least.
Oh yeah, I could that.
Is do you ever I don't even have a record player. Do you guys ever go to like vinyl stores or anything?
No, of course I did.
I like to
Answer is yes.
for fun. I like to go through it. One time, I was hanging out with my friend at it was a Generation Records
Yeah.
in West Village. Very fun, but they have. I really always like to look at the discount bins because that's where the fun stuff is.
Mm.
We went one time. There was a discount bin full to the brim of Bill Cosby records, and I was
No,
like, "Oh, what are these?" And I was like, "Oh, oh yeah,
that's amazing. That's
oh yeah."
great. Because, like,
Someone had a reckoning.
that's great that they're just like sitting there. Did anybody buy them or like they were just sitting there?
No, it was an entire bin
Like a
of
whole.
Bill
Yeah.
Cosby records. It was obviously someone had like brought them in and been like, "I can't do this anymore."
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
This is too much.
Someone,
I can't
Too much to
separate
take.
from the artist.
someone,
I
just the
know.
results, the aftermath of someone realizing they can't separate the art from the artist.
I
Yeah.
know. I know. It's actually kind of funny that no one's talking about that when it comes to P. Diddy.
Yeah,
Like, not that he wasn't a great, like, he had a lot of songs, but I feel like that, I
he
don't know,
wasn't good
like,
enough though. Like
Yeah.
there,
like
there's no like one or two hits so that they're like, oh, we can never listen to that again. Like, no, like, that's not the
no.
conversation.
Well, he does. I don't think he has anything that's good enough.
No.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson, we let him fuck it
Yeah.
because
We
it's like
literally, I
Michael Jackson is
still
so
listen.
good. We ignore everything else about
I've
it.
yeah.
ignored it entirely. I literally, it's like I listen to Michael Jackson still, as if
I can't. No, I can't name a single Patrick Diddy song. I don't know his full name. P Diddy song. Um, but
Patrick did it.
you put on Thriller. I'm ignoring the charges. You know.
Yeah, completely. It's fucking thrill. I mean, literally half the time. Have you listened to the theme from Free Willy lately? I mean, are you kidding me?
Oh,
Like,
Was that Michael
doo-
Jackson?
yes,
That was okay.
like, I'm not gonna sing it. Well, let's not have me sing it, but I'm just
or
saying
that one episode of The Simpsons where he
Yes.
secretly guest voiced fake version of himself.
it's really
Oh
funny.
no, a mental patient who thought he was Michael Jackson.
And he
Yeah.
secretly voiced it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't know
One of
that.
the best episodes ever. Yeah.
Lisa, it's your birthday.
Lisa,
I
it's your birthday.
didn't
I'm not singing on
That's
this
great.
podcast. I'm sorry.
I think you just did. I think that was beautiful. That was
Thank
great.
you.
You're
Yeah.
very welcome. Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Sounded exactly
Okay.
like him too.
Yeah.
I'm touched.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very touched. Just like those children.
Okay, so I
Okay,
guess
so you don't have a picture. You don't have a picture of yourself as a kid,
no,
right?
not really.
But not really.
I
Okay.
can dig one up if
Well,
you
what
need it.
can you just like? Did you look exactly the same? Like, what's the T? Like, what is or like?
Uh,
Did you get
I, di-
T's?
I,
Like,
I
what's
didn't look exactly the same. I was a Vietnamese girl.
okay?
Things change rapidly, very
They
quickly.
do. They do.
Yeah.
The world is
Um,
vast. The world is it's a big world. I
yeah,
understand.
no, I don't. I was a little child. I don't know. What do you want from me, Jessica?
I want to know all about you. I want to know like your little. I want to know if you had like, an like what you were like as a kid. Like if you were like in middle school. Like did you still like?
I feel like you're just poking around for me to say I was molested or something.
I'm just picturing Ethan as like one of those George Lopez characters when they do the
Yeah.
flashback.
With the big
Just the
head.
big ass head and the child body.
Oh, I honestly just wanted to know if you wore the same kind of sweaters. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to,
You
No,
do have
okay,
really nice
like,
sweaters. I'm not gonna lie.
I
thank
just love your
you.
sweaters. So,
No, I don't. I don't wear. I didn't wear.
didn't
I
wear
did
sweaters.
not.
It was a later development. You got chillier later in life. I feel that makes sense. Um, so, yeah, got cooler, so to speak. Hey, yeah,
We're all at 99%. Isn't that beautiful?
look at that.
That's the power of friendship, guys.
Right,
Yeah.
We're
yeah,
working
yeah.
together to lift ourselves up.
Our cycle synced. Aww.
Yes.
Aw.
Hey,
And it
it's all
happens
for
to be
you,
the full
Jess.
moon, so it's all for
Yeah.
me. Thanks.
When women spend time together.
Exactly. I think
One of the
I don't
girls.
know.
Blood
Oh my God.
moon.
Seriously, the blood moon, the full moon. It's
Ooh.
really such a situation.
Yeah,
Being a lady, it's bad. I'm
yeah,
about to howl at it sometimes. It's
yeah,
not cool. I should rein it in
yeah,
more, but it's
Literally rein
fine.
it in. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh man.
There's no need to. There's no need to
yeah.
get upset. Yeah, no, women are crazy. We are, and even the hormones and the whole thing is really the truth. It's very, it's bad.
Okay, well,
But
now I feel weird agreeing with so much of. I don't really agree with. You're saying a lot.
I'm saying a lot. It's true. We're just, I can say it because I'm a lady, but
Okay.
it's not. I don't. Again, it's probably not like feminist bad.
I neither sign, I neither co-sign nor deny her experience as a woman.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You
Yeah.
see, with me trying to be the next Joe Rogan, I disagree fully, and
Mm. Yeah.
No, you're
Women are the
failing.
same
You're
as men.
actually failing right
Women are
no
now.
the
women.
same as men.
You're actually
We're the
failing right
same.
now
We're the
because
same. We're the
I will
fucking
tell you
same.
exactly what you need to know about your own
well,
body.
you're doing it wrong, Xavier. Because the key aspect to Joe Rogan is he will kind of agree with whatever's placed in front of him.
Oh,
Like
that's
he'll
true.
adapt to
Yeah.
anything.
True.
And I 100% agree with you, Ethan,
Mm.
because you're a man.
He's learning, folks. He's getting it.
There
There
you
we
go.
go. I'm learning.
Cool.
Dude, I'm gonna
All
be in
right,
Austin
so
soon. I'm
all
gonna
right.
just
What,
wreck it. Yeah.
what do you guys want? What do you guys want to? The last time I. Oh wait, the last. No, it wasn't the last time I saw it. Okay. Wait. Should I do a call out post?
Yes. What
Yeah.
do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Do you remember? I think the last time you weren't even there, Xavier. But the last time
Oh.
we were associated, all three of us, was on a show in June of 2023.
Oh wow.
There's a show in June, and I remember for some reason it was at Urban Vegan Roots,
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
and I was for some reason headlining a Pride themed comedy show, even though I have zero audience, which is what a headliner is for. And
I do.
Xavier
Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
could not be bothered to be there for the show he was producing.
Hey, that happens. Yeah.
And I literally did. I had to do 30 minutes of stand up for one comedian's mom and dad, and that was the show. And I think 20 minutes of it was just
Yeah.
me going, "What the fuck is wrong with Xavier? Why would he book me to do this?"
It's terrible.
That's how I get my kicks. Really. I just like to.
Well, there was two really good shows
Wait, June
there.
2023. I think that was.
Or
I remember
2024? No,
I
not
remember doing
2024.
I
I
remember
think
doing
I
one
might have
show
been
at Urban
filming
Vegan Brews that was good. I do
Eddington
remember
back
that.
then.
There was two of them. One was good. The other was the one I was headlining.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I know one of them. Like.
One of them was good. I remember
So
that.
it was the
That's
one you weren't there for, if that rings a bell.
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So
Cool.
the one I wasn't there for, that's the one that
Yeah,
sucked. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I do remember you were also like sending in the group chat like, "Hey guys, you need to get more people out. We don't have enough tickets sold." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we do."
Hey, look, I was trying. Okay. Look, this is why I don't produce shows anymore. Is because it's harder
the
than it looks.
It
the
sucks. It's
pressure.
awful. It's hell.
Yeah.
Pressure.
So
Yeah, the
yeah,
pressure's
just,
bad.
just book me on your shows. I'm not doing. I hardly do comedy anymore because I just fucking it's so hard
You're
getting
a
people
truth
out.
teller, not a
Yeah.
comedian. You're a philosopher.
I'm a philosopher.
You're a
Okay.
modern day
Ooh.
philosopher.
Xavier?
I am a philosopher. That's
Yeah,
the
for
thing. Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
In fact, yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about jujitsu and creatine and how that relates to the soul, and that's
yeah.
gonna be
Like
for
taking ice
for three
baths,
hours.
taking ice baths, hot saunas, then right into ice baths.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like, and we discussed the moon. The moon was mentioned. That's kind of cool, you
There we
know.
go.
yeah.
So we got stuff going on. There's like we
Some
talked about
of the things are
shrooms.
flooding back to me. Jessica, do you remember when we were both friends with that weird rapist?
Yes, I do. I do remember that. I do
Yeah,
remember that. There was a couple of people that I was just like, oh, interesting. That's not great.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think he hit me up a year after. There's a lot that went on, a lot that
there's a
went
lot that
on,
went on. He moved away.
a lot of unfortunate, like weird drama. And
Yeah,
then he was like, hey man, I think like a weird amount of time, like too long, but also like not like 10 years long. And it was like, hey man, I see you're doing like fun stuff and stand up, and I was like, I was like, didn't I was like, I'm not touching this.
yeah.
Weird guy,
It's a
weird
weird,
guy.
weird, yeah, weird energy. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
yeah. You know, was it his birthday we ruined?
I don't know.
We
No, I
brought
don't
him
think
to the
so.
heckle mic.
Yes, yes. That was it for me anyway.
So
Ooh,
for the audience, which if you're still here, I'm so sorry for everything. I've been putting you guys through. Um, but for audience, the heckle mic, R.I.P. no longer exists. I don't believe. Was a
It's
thing
a
at,
heckle mic. You can
and it was a
imagine.
show. It was a mic in the East Village
Mm.
where someone would get on stage and you just scream stuff.
Yeah, you just try to eviscerate people. Do you know what I mean?
You
Just see
just
what you could do. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's definitely it's not it's and it's certainly not for the faint of heart. It's definitely not to be,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you can
I
just say
would I
some
would say
yeah.
racism is somewhat encouraged as is
Encouraged.
sexism.
Yeah.
it's required
Slur,
actually.
Yeah,
slurs are required. I
Every
was
set
gonna
you got to
say
be a
that
little
exactly.
racist.
You have
and
to you have to say something.
I'm not one to disobey instructions, ladies and gentlemen. Um,
We're just slowly. I'm a rule follower is the thing,
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
and he for some reason brought his like non-comic friend to hang out, and
Who's
he
like
had a
very
panic
sensitive.
attack. Not to sound like an asshole, but like I don't having to sit with like a grown man through a panic attack is come on, you
Well,
know?
here's what happened too. I said something and like she's 1/16 Mexican, so
Yeah,
she was
Yeah.
very she looked not
Yeah.
she didn't have well she didn't have blonde hair or blue eyes necessarily. I think she might have had hazel eyes and brown and like light brown hair, but she presented as very
white,
white.
Yeah.
You
She
know
was
what
a
I mean?
white
Very,
woman.
very, 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 very white
yeah,
presenting,
Very
and
white.
very
yes,
sweet, very, very nice lady. But
and
she
she
had to
was
leave.
fine.
She was
I
fine.
think
I know it was
fundamentally
him.
she was
She
fine.
was fine, and like that's the thing is like, and even if she's offended like that, she kind of has a right. Like, here's my like, we were laughing, but like, you know what I mean? Like she's in the wrong place. So you know what I mean? Wasn't in the right place. So that she's fine, but that he had like a full blown attack.
And I
Like,
had to I had to like babysit him in the street.
yeah, it was
He was in
terrible.
the street freaking out at like decibels. I was like, you can't, don't do this right now. And
Yeah.
I think you left or something. Like you were fed up, so I had to be like, he was like, and I had to just be like, hey, buddy,
Oh God. Oh
hey,
yeah.
buddy. And eventually, I just had to leave. And there was a
Yeah.
lot. He molested a friend that we knew, and he started a bunch of weird drama. Um, I don't want to go into it, but you know,
Yeah, so she's crazy. That's the other part. But yeah.
yeah, and lot of weird. Dude, I do remember. I think it was the first time. I don't know if it was the first time I met you,
Yeah.
but we all the three of us did a competition show at the stand,
Yes.
and
Yes.
and I still remember. And this is not me. I'm just saying this because it's so crazy.
It's
This
so
is not me
crazy.
bragging.
Yeah.
We did the show, and his parents were there to support
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
and they for some reason after the show they came up to me Well, he was next to them and loudly went to me. They loudly went, "You were the best. You were the best one." And I
Okay.
was like,
Right.
"Your son is here."
Your son
What?
is here. He was also like competing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, for
Yeah.
someone whose parents have seen me do stand up, they have said that to other comedians in front of my face too.
that's
That
insane.
is a very normal thing.
That's why I don't let my parents do that. One time I did a talent show in high school, and
My
I
parent, my
did.
parents never seen me. They're not allowed to see me.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said my parents have never seen me. They're not allowed to. They're not allowed to see me.
Oh,
They're
my
not allowed to
parents
see
saw
it.
me. I
No.
allowed them to see me one time because I was doing like a road thing in like essentially like near my hometown, and I knew if I didn't invite them, it would be a whole thing. So I had to let them know. So they saw me one time, but one time when I was in high school, and this I don't even count this really as stand up, but I did like a stand up set for my talent show in high school. To get backstory, it was called the Gong Show. So
Yeah.
the
Nice,
the
nice. Okay.
and so the premise of it was basically the way at my school it worked was they had like a gong on stage, like like the TV show where they gong you or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like they wanted to be like they didn't want to be it's this was like like woke 2017. So I'm kidding.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So they didn't want to like be mean to anyone, so they had a list of like real talents that they weren't allowed to gong, like real acts, and then like fake ones, like joke like skits that were intentionally bad that they were allowed to gong. I was signed up under the real side,
Right.
and um, I did like a stand up set, and I made it. I did end up making a joke about a local boy who had gone to the school like 15 years earlier who did murder his parents, and I did get gonged, but then I did end up winning the talent show,
You won the
and I won
talent
the
show with
talent
that.
show, and
Of
then
course.
afterwards, because my parents weren't in the room, they insisted they go. Do you know what my mom said to me afterwards?
What?
I won. I took the little award, which was, to be clear, the award was a piece of printer paper that said "you won" on it.
That's amazing.
I
That's so
went back
great.
to my seat with my little award, and my mom was like, "Were the other kids mad?" She was like, "There was that one kid was really good at rapping. Was he mad?"
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yeah. You know what?
That's so
That's
cute.
surprisingly wholesome,
I know
given.
it is. It really is. It's kind of adorable.
That's
It's kind of
not
adorable.
that's not wholesome. She was like the other kids. She was like that other kid should have won.
No. Yeah, no, it's true. No, that's true. That's a better way to take it.
Yeah. Do you still have that
Or the
paper?
or the other kid's mad. That's funny.
That's
Were the other kids mad? That one kid was really good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy. Thanks, mom.
those
Thanks.
other kids had
Yeah.
talent.
Those
I
other
bet you
kids had
honestly, I
talent. What
bet
the
you
Of
hell?
all people, got that award.
I
Yeah.
can see it now. The gong probably made it funnier for stand up. I bet you that was actually really probably very funny. I think that like your mom, yeah, honestly, parents, it's not like, I don't know if it's like a theme for like parents being like a little like, not like not supportive, but like a little aloof. I don't know. My dad's like, my dad's good though. My dad's funny. My dad's like, he could maybe, I say too many sex jokes for him to come. So I can't, I don't know. I don't want my parents. I've never wanted my
Why's your
parents to be
dad
in a
trying
room.
to come?
Ew, Ethan. Gross. That's worse than my anal jokes. It's so bad.
Hey, bada bing.
Bada boom.
All right. Well,
Dude,
Ethan, are you ready to give the people of Reddit some advice?
oh, please, Reddit. Please take my gold, kind stranger.
All right, there we go. All right, so this first one comes from username certain audience 506. They ask, "How can I make myself look older?" For more context, I, 18 female, get mistaken for 13, 14 all the time, and I don't know what to do to change that. I know a lot of people see it as a compliment, but I don't take it as such. So I'm just asking, what can I do to look older?
Face tattoo.
For sure.
I'm talking a full Mike Tyson around the face,
Sure, for sure.
maybe some teardrops. Let him know you're
Sure.
gangsta as hell.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
And I would, you know what? Shave your head into like a George Costanza.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a front,
Yes.
like on the
Male,
sides.
yeah, like male
Yeah.
pattern baldness.
Just right. Yeah.
Just like
That
the
would
Larry David cut.
the Larry David cut. Yeah, would work. That would
Yeah,
be good. That'd be really good.
yeah. And
Honestly, yeah, that's
people,
the quickest way to make yourself
Change
look
yourself.
older, especially as a
yeah,
woman. You know?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Just look a little pained. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have like just scrunch your like look a little upset all the time. You know,
yeah.
that'll
Yeah.
kind of help
Maybe
too.
constantly smoke cigarettes. I would say start chain smoking in public, indoors, on planes, everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Smoke as much as you possibly
Yes.
can.
Yeah,
Vape
don't
even.
ever use SPF. Like just get in the sun, get in the sun. Just get in
Either,
the
yeah,
sun.
on a physical level, having a cigarette proves you're at least old enough to buy cigarettes, but also it'll age you quick. You'll be like leather.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah,
Like a nice catcher's mitt.
yeah.
You want
Buzz
to try to.
balls. Drink buzz balls every single day.
Okay,
Or
but
you know what?
was
Do
was
some
that an
if you
ad?
really want to do some community theater makeup and just like draw like lines on.
Yes.
You know, like when someone has to be an old person in a play.
Community theater makeup.
Yeah, and I do have photos of me as an old person when I did community theater, so I can tell you it works. It works.
You know what I always think? You ever see Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
I
course.
was thinking about how they put Winona Ryder in that fucking old lady makeup, and
Yes.
she puts on that her old lady voice, which is like oh, and I'm like
Just start talking like the whole
That's what
time.
she should do. That's what you gotta take. Yes, absolutely. That's the perfect
Yeah.
solution.
Yeah. If you want to go from 13 to like 65, that's the way to do it.
yeah.
What's her concern though? Is she concerned that like pedophiles like her, or like what's the deal?
I think
It doesn't go into
she's pissed
context, but I
that
can imagine
people.
that's a big thing.
Well,
Yeah.
she's that, but also she's probably pissed at people coming up to her and being like, hey, like, what are you excited for? Are you
Where's
excited
your
for eighth grade?
parents?
You know,
Yeah, for sure. No, I get that. I forget. I I
where's your
literally I
mom?
asked that question like from such a 40-year-old perspective. I was like, how could you not want to look young?
Where? Hey, where's your mom? Do you need help finding your mom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
hey,
hmm
bud.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that would piss me off. That would make me crash out.
Yeah.
She sounds like someone who should marry a very rich and
Yeah. Either marry very rich or become a To Catch a Predator actor.
Or
yeah.
just start talking like, hey, what do you want?
Well,
She
I'm
wants
sorry,
what?
but she's
You know.
so I'm she's a woman and she's being like, I look too young. Like, like that's literally gold.
Yep.
You're like, oh my God, I have too much gold. You know what I mean? Like fucking just go I just do
Like,
what do
Hey Reddit, hey Reddit, I'm a tight wet hole. How do I help me?
thank
It's a
Hey
you.
great
Reddit,
pick.
please
Thank you,
help.
Ethan.
I'm a
Yeah,
ooh,
exactly. So
you
like
know.
so then real talk, like just, live your life, girl. You know what I mean? Just marry
Honestly, yeah.
for real, marry
Just
rich, live your life, fucking bank on
yeah,
that
you're
shit. You know what I mean?
18, you'll
Let's
get over it.
not
You'll be thankful for
please.
that face at like 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
So good for her. Good for her. Good for her.
All right.
Um
Here's another one for y'all that's God, this is all right. This comes from Miss Mars 23, and it states, "My friend's private smell. Hi, I'm a female 19 whose friend's area smells like fish. It's quite bad. I was in the restroom with her and it smelled really bad. How do I approach her as a subject? Because I value her as a friend and I want to be honest with her."
Wait, you were in the restroom with her. Now my question is,
they make antibiotics for that.
my question is this a stalled restroom, or were you guys doing that crazy thing that girls do, where they go into a single use restroom together and just watch each other pee?
Is
Yeah.
that a thing?
Without even it's with or without cocaine. Like usually there's cocaine involved. That's where it like comes
There's
from. Or like
oftentimes cocaine, sometimes just gals hanging out.
just gals hanging out for sure. Yeah.
And
Damn, this is new to me. Okay.
because if it's the second one, if she's a stall away and you can smell her pussy, sure, that's a problem. If you're in front of her and you're smelling her genitals, that's a you fucking issue.
Yeah, why are you smelling her genitals? Like that's a really like what are you doing? Like well, first of all, how have you caught this whiff is really what we're asking, you know?
Yeah, proximity really matters in this question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
thought she was gonna be like, I can smell it through her clothing, and I was like, that's a medical issue.
Well, then I was reading into it thinking that this was a young voice, thinking that maybe she's like afraid to come out of the closet or something, and she's actually like, you know, they're fooling around or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's like lying. She's like, yeah.
My
Yeah.
friend.
My friend, for some reason, I don't know how I've been given access to her pussy, but somehow, I just know it smells.
Yeah, I think, you know, and I think that men, okay, then I have a thing. I think that men, like straight men at least, are like very geared towards like liking a certain smell. It's like truffles with like, it's like the pigs with the truffles, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you ever
Sure,
have
yeah,
yeah, so like, no, men,
yeah, yeah. The truffles. Keep
as I say
going.
to a gay man and somebody who's what, 20, you're
Yeah.
a fetus, Xavier. No, I'm kidding.
No, I
Um,
understand the logic. I
Ethan's
know.
younger than me.
I've seen him. I've
you're an
seen
adult.
Carrie. I've seen Carrie. He smelled like a farm animal, and I liked it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, okay, well, I don't remember that, but either way, I know like some dudes like it, and I think maybe if you're like a budding lesbian, you're just gonna have to like get used to it. You don't have like the DNA to support that exactly, so you're just you know you're getting used to the smell. I don't know, or she has bacterial vaginosis or whatever the fuck it's called, where you have to take antibiotics and you got to get a pill for that, which is maybe she can smell it from the stall across, in which case then she should tell her friend to go to the doctor,
Yeah.
and then
And I
you
think
know.
too, like it has I know
How
there's
do you
different
know it's? How
smells.
do you even know that's what it is? For all you,
Exactly.
for all you know, it could be her genitals, or it could. For all you know, like she's has an infected wound. She's changing the bandaging of.
Maybe her pH level is not the same as yours, and
We don't even know.
that could
Yeah.
cause. Yeah.
There's,
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
there's no good way to tell anybody they smell, and there's no good way to tell someone their genitals smell.
No.
There's no way to say that without someone else being like, "Why are you paying attention to my genitals?"
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. She should lie and say it's happened to her.
Yeah,
Hey, I've gotten this stank before, and I smelt it on you.
No, because then people don't feel it. No, then people don't feel as bad. Then it's like, oh, this happened to me. I took antibiotics, and maybe this happened to you. Like I was just thinking, if this is the case, this is. I'm just if this woman really wants really good advice. I was just like thinking about that.
or
But
maybe toxic, but like if her pussy smells that bad, just don't hang out with her anymore.
right.
Or don't go to the restroom with her.
Yeah,
Because this all happened because you guys were in the same restroom together at the same time. Just avoid that.
Didn't no, we made that up. No, we made that up. That wasn't in the question, was it?
yes, it
No,
was.
that was. Because,
They were in the same restroom?
yeah, she
That's
smelt it
that.
and
That was
she
my
was in the
entire
restroom.
point. You don't
Oh,
listen.
I
She doesn't
spaced it. I
listen.
don't listen. No, I don't. Sorry about that.
I'm
Yeah.
saying she said I was in the bathroom with my friend and I noticed her genitals smell really bad, and I'm like,
Right.
why are you smelling your friend's genitals?
Why are you smelling your friend's genitals? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. But like if you're in the bathroom and you can smell it from the bathroom, then she needs to tell her to go to the doctor.
Yeah,
Okay, so really user it all depends on like proximity, like we said
Yeah.
earlier. If you're in
Yeah.
another stall and you can smell it, let them know. If
maybe
you guys are just
Yeah.
like next
Just
to
don't
each
have
maybe
to
other,
bite the bullet and
yeah.
just say you got to
yeah,
go to the doctor, girl, and lie and say say or tell the truth, whatever the fuck the truth, whatever it is. But just say it's happened to me because this is what really should be said on a podcast about feminine hygiene. Is like stuff goes wrong sometimes. You got to go to the doctor all the time. It doesn't. Nothing's always perfect. So
I feel like
there's
there's
no
an
shame.
idea when we talk about like feminine, but like men stink.
Men are
yeah,
Men's
disgusting.
genitals
Oh,
smell.
men are disgusting too. Yeah.
So like women's vaginas, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and whenever someone's like it smells like fish, I'm like, do you know what a dick can smell like?
It could It
Do
can
you know
get
how
it
far,
can
how dark
get
it can
rank.
get?
It can get dark.
Do you know the crust that can build up? Even
It could get real bad for sure. It's genitals. Like
the
that's the
countries
thing.
where they
Like
don't circumcise, it can get crazy. It ain't easy being cheesy.
it needs to be gross. Oh my
All
god.
right, you know.
Oh god. Anyway, so
There you go. So, anyways, yeah, user, just let your friend know. Be just be honest with them.
Yeah,
for sure,
Yeah,
get a medical professional involved for
blow
sure.
blow blow that bitch's head smooth off.
Yeah.
there we go. All right, so
You can't
we
say
got
it's not.
another one, and this one I feel for this user. Kind of okay. So it's from Terrible Surprise 642. How can I date a woman if I'm not good looking? I'm pretty below
You
average
need
and
to get
not
money.
an attractive guy in my 20s. I have nerdy hobbies like video games, animes, and movies. I recently started going to the gym, but I just want to know, how can I talk to women if I don't find myself attractive?
Okay, can I take this one?
Go for it.
Please.
Go for it.
And if you're watching this, and I know you are, if you're watching this, I need you to know that at the deepest level of your heart, your personality is the problem. The amount of ugly men or crazy below bar men I've seen who have beautiful girlfriends
100%.
means if you all these women don't like me, it's because you're probably a weird misogynist who's making them uncomfortable.
100%. The
You've
problem is
already
you.
failed at the
It's probably
question of like
different.
I'm so ugly, how do I attract women? You it's that's not even a factor.
Yeah.
You're
Don't
probably
even
just
want to talk about
fat.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
I
kind of why I bring this up is because we're trying to avoid people becoming incels on this podcast. So I think it starts with getting confidence in yourself. Because otherwise
yeah.
you fall down a pipeline and Andrew Tate tells you what to
In,
do.
in the literal traditional sense of being an incel, which is involuntarily celibate, that's fine. Just don't be weird about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all been incels before. We've all not had sex when we wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
understand. I know that there are like rapists and stuff out there, but like I don't understand this like systemic thing to be like where like guys are like I'm not having sex, so I'm owed sex. I'm like,
Yeah. I don't get that
I've
either.
gone months without not having any sex at all, and
Right.
I'm kind of just like, well, that's my thing to deal with, not society's.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think
I'm owed
it's that thing
sex,
where
like
like
whatever.
yeah, the hormones come in and you're just not thinking straight. And honestly, like, yeah, it's something that guys, yeah, you're not owed anything.
You're not
Just
owed
get that through
anything.
your head first and you'll be fine.
We don't even like hot guys.
You said you
I
also you
don't
said
even
you like
I don't even
video
like
games,
hot guys.
anime, girls like that too.
I was just gonna say that there's somebody for everybody, and I'm not saying like I don't even like hot guys. Like there's like if you're too pretty, like it's sort of like I don't know, it's weird. And like there, you know what I mean? I don't like women are attracted to many things, and it's not just visual. So like you guys have a real leg up on the competition because for the other way around, it's a little more
Well, it's it's funny you say like like women like anime too, and it's like men hate that though. Women say I like anime, and then men go, "You're lying. Prove
right.
it."
Well, that's
Yeah,
insecure men.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
stop being
yeah, yeah,
insecure about it.
yeah. Exactly,
If you
exactly.
treat it as like if you look at it as like, oh hey, there's someone else with my hobby instead of oh hey, there's a woman approaching my space,
Yeah,
you'll be much better off. You know? Yeah. So that's the thing. It all starts with confidence. It all starts with being okay with yourself and not looking for that validation in another person, which
Yeah,
I'm sure this user is very much looking for. Like you could talk to attractive women and have them like you, have them not like you. It doesn't matter. And
you
once
definitely
yeah.
you
look.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking for validation outside of. I'm definitely looking for a lot of validation.
And listen, I am too. That's not.
I don't
That's,
know. I mean, I'm not. I can't. I know that you're supposed to say that. I know that's the right thing to say. The self help thing of like, no, you're supposed to find validation within yourself. But I absolutely do. I find validation outside of myself on purpose, searching for it.
well, hey, on purpose. If you could be okay with being with yourself and who you are, that goes a
Yeah.
long way. And
Well,
people
yeah.
notice that, and people are
But you know
attracted to
what?
that.
You know what? You have this guy going like, oh, how do I find women? I'm unattractive. I don't think I'm hot. We live in a day and age in a political system where green cards are so valuable right now.
Yeah, it's true.
If you can't find a woman right now, come on, come
Seriously,
on.
I
Go
there's
to
like,
any border town, and you have eligible bachelors just
Yeah.
cleaning up.
Are you a citizen? You can get a woman.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So it's really like it's not a joke. It's really true. I think that's really like go
That might
ahead.
be the best advice we've gotten so far.
I think there's going to be a lot of great love stories happening because of this. Do you know what I mean? I think that we need this kind of glue that holds the world
Trump's
together.
really bringing back the romance.
Probably a few Lorena Bobbitt situations as well.
Yeah, maybe a few, maybe a couple, but
Yeah.
no, you got to be optimistic. You got to be
Yeah.
There you
optimistic.
go. So yeah, user, we gave you a lot of options. If you're not confident in yourself, just find someone who might need some citizenship, and you'll be
Yeah.
Fake it
okay.
till you make it, and find and yeah,
If you can't get into an abusive relationship, create your own
Create
abusive
your own
relationship.
one,
find someone in a vulnerable position and exploit them.
and
You know?
it happens all the time.
Yeah, yeah, that's what you should do.
Be
I
the
think that's
be the
yeah,
abuse
for
you want
sure.
to see in the world.
Right, right.
Be the abuser you want to see in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Create the imbalanced relationships that you're really looking to kind of, exploit is for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
There we go. We believe in you. Go ruin someone's life.
Go
You
ruin
got
someone's life.
this.
Yeah. No, but also like you could also fall in love, I don't know. What are you gonna do? Let's say nothing's perfect. I don't know. I've had mostly, I wouldn't say like mostly abusive relationships, but it's mostly been in balance. I think we're like attract. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah. I
probably,
remember.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been
It's
there.
like
We've
I
done. Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Too close for
You
comfort, but
guys
yeah,
broke up, right?
for sure. No, yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. He had like three other girlfriends or something.
Yeah, well, just one.
Oh
But
yeah, one. She was pregnant though or something, right?
it's pregnant. But yeah.
Yeah.
Someone was pregnant. It was not great. Anyway, so speaking of toxic relationships,
Okay.
green cards are definitely valuable at this point, and I think that we did the right thing.
Turn this country's lemons into lemonade.
There we go. Every There's an opportunity in every downfall. There we go.
Yeah. When, when God closes a door, He opens a window.
Yeah.
We got one last question. You guys ready?
Okay.
All right.
Dear Reddit, why does my father touch me? No.
Nah, this is way different.
Okay.
This comes from Wyland Van Sunshine. I, 16 female, live in Belgium and need a student job. My parents have told me to get a small job to start earning my own money, but I don't know where to go. I've looked on multiple websites and they're more than like 10 kilometers away. I'm not very good at that. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So my school is 26 miles away, and that's where most of the jobs are, but that's about like an hour and a half drive. So how do I find a job in my rural town?
You have to create one, start a YouTube channel, and see if you can get followers. Or sell your feet on selling feet is
Yeah.
good.
This girl's 16. I don't think
She's in
that's an
Belgium
That's
though.
the
option
I'm
for
that's
her.
sure.
the that's the per
I'm
that's
sure
the
the age of
perfect.
consent is valid.
That's exactly what these fuckers
That
want.
might not hurt the most cash, but
That's
Yeah.
exactly what these people want. But I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like desperate times call for desperate measures. She's like, I can't drive or whatever. She's 16. She needs a job. This is exactly how people get into prostitution. That's exactly right. So I mean, I
Dude,
have
she
no
lives in
idea.
Belgium. Aren't they like so? They have like socialized medicine. Like, why bother getting a job? You're set. You know?
Yeah,
especially at
I know.
16. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants out. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it's the world is a hellscape and no, I'm just kidding. No, it's fine. No, you have opportunities.
Yeah.
She's got ways to do something. She can if
Yeah.
does she say she doesn't have a car and she can't drive,
Yeah, she said she doesn't have a car,
or
she
it's
can't
just too
drive.
far?
And well, it's a little bit of both. She's far away
Gotcha.
and she can't
Does she
drive.
live in like the woods
I don't
or
know. This is
something?
Belgium, man. I don't know what they have over
And
there.
like,
Yeah,
she's like the nearest. She's like the nearest store is an hour and a half away. I'm like,
yeah.
you're in Europe. That there are countries an hour and a half away from you.
My other
What are you
question is
talking about?
where does she want to live? What does she want to do? She could probably just like say what I would do is that she would get like enough like saved up somehow, whatever, like, Medicaid she's received, whatever situation she's in where her gets an allowance, something, there has to be dollars like exchanging hands, some kind of Belgian dollars. I don't know. This is really, I'm retarded. But she can save up enough money and then go to a big city and find a job.
I guess my question is, why the fuck do we care about this little Belgian girl? We're in America. Don't we're having a hard enough time as it is. Why the fuck are you bothering
Why are
us with your
three broke
bullshit?
Americans giving a Belgian kid advice?
What
That's what I was
the
gonna say.
fuck?
But
Fuck you. You every day you wake up to waffles, to beautiful
Yeah.
Belgian waffles, and you've
Right.
got like socialized medicine and stuff.
She probably
Trump
got a
isn't your
cow. She
president.
probably has like a cute cow or
honestly, we'll
Yeah,
something.
trade places with you. You know?
yeah. Come on. You're asking us advice,
Yeah.
Belgian
Yeah.
Yeah.
girl.
The cow probably has a name. She probably gets to like milk it and stuff. Like what a nice.
Yeah,
She probably, and she's in like a cottage. I was gonna say, take me there right now. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Fucking Jesus, I fucking please. This one girl I know just started to work on a farm in Hawaii, and I
Mhm.
was like, that sounds nice.
No, that
You
sounds
know,
dope.
That's not a
Yeah.
thing you can just decide. That's a rich person.
it's a rich person, right? I
That's
have
not
a
a
feeling.
poor decision. You cannot make a poor person cannot make that choice.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
just a homeless person in New York being like, I'm not be it. I'm not gonna farm in Hawaii.
She's from Greenwich, Connecticut, so I think that's
Oh,
probably,
yeah.
Yeah,
All
for
you had to say
her.
was
yeah,
Connecticut, and
yeah,
it explains everything.
Yeah.
yeah. So, but anyway, sounds like you have the life that rich people want. They're paying money to live
You
on a
do-
farm, so just stay in Belgium and just milk your
yeah.
cow. I
It
made up a
sounds
Mm.
like you're
cow,
living
but
the dream right here. But if you want to make
yeah,
money, dog walking, babysitting, that's what 16-year-olds do anyways. Yeah. Just don't
Also, I
spend
think
it.
Belgium has a red light district. Put in the work.
yeah.
Hey, hey, that's an option. That is an
Yeah.
option.
Well, she
Yeah.
does want to leave her town for a reason. There must be something. There must be a There must be like
Yeah.
an
Well,
issue.
it's a fucking small town in Belgium, so
I know.
it can't be a lot
Yeah.
going on for a 16-year-old right there.
No, probably
She's
not.
probably being
Probably not.
touched.
Yeah.
She's probably being touched by her dad. She needs to get out of there.
She needs to get out. I know. It's
Yeah.
like it's possible. Oh no.
Oh, yeah. There you
Yeah.
go. And with
Anyway.
that, we are done with question time.
Oh wow.
Yay.
All right.
All right. Well, Ethan, it's been a lot of fun having you on the podcast. Do you want to tell the people where they could find you and anything like shows coming up?
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram at efiller13 or efiller13 rather possibly. Um, that's on Instagram. I have a couple shows coming up. I have one tonight. So you guys probably can come to that one, viewers. That's not how podcasting works. But I
It
have
was a
one
great
tonight.
show.
So
You guys missed out.
just yeah, you fuckers missed out. That's right. I'm opening for a clown tonight.
Ooh,
That's
That's
true.
sick.
That's true.
Okay.
sick.
It's a true thing I just said. I'm doing
No,
20
yeah.
minutes before a clown.
Cool. Cool.
That's the thing
I
that's
mean,
happening.
is he like a special clown or like just like a regular, just like any kind of, just like he's like a regular clown?
No, it's not like that. Also, respectfully, it is a woman, so you are
Oh,
actually a bad person.
Oh,
It's like
sorry.
it's same
not
thing
very
with
PC of
pilots.
you
You can't
guys.
just assume it's a man.
I assumed it was a man. I assumed
Yeah,
it
because
was something
you're a
like that.
misogynist and not an
I'm
ally
a,
to women.
yeah. Well,
Um,
I'm fucking 40. Give me a break. I was there. I
you're
was not.
40. That's
Yeah,
crazy. I thought you
I
were
know.
42.
Yeah, fuck you.
Anyways, um,
I love you so much. I'm too.
I thought
Yeah,
yeah,
I forget.
I
Yes,
thought you
don't
were
know. So
50. That's crazy.
she
So she
is A
is, and she's
cloud.
not like a red nose. It's a whole it's a whole thing where they go to France and they study in France, and it's a whole, and then it's a whole thing. But I'm opening for that and doing that show tonight.
I studied commedia in Italy.
I have, hold on, if I exit the app, will if I to look at my calendar, will that ruin everything?
No,
It will probably, yeah. We won't see you, but we could hear you.
no, but yeah, it'll be fine. I
Okay, I'm just
think.
gonna look. I'm
Yeah,
gonna look. Also, this
Xavier,
app is making
yeah,
my phone
technology.
overheat. It's crazy. It's
yeah,
Ooh.
borderline burning
yeah.
my
It's actually
skin.
Are you
it's a
sure? Are you
Trojan
sure
horse
it's
for a
not?
virus.
Are you sure
So
it's not your soul, your hot soul? It's your hot soul, isn't it?
Mm, my hot wet soul. I have a show, a show, the 23rd at 7 p.m. at the Brooklyn Comedy Collective.
Cute, cute.
I have a show on the 26th at the Stonewall Inn.
Also cute.
yeah,
I have a show the 29th at the Boyfriend Co-op in Brooklyn. I don't know what
Love
that
it.
is either.
I don't know.
Um,
Okay, but I still think it's cute.
I have two shows on June 1st at 6:30 and 8:30 respectively, and at the Whiskey Cellar in the East Village, and at the Heart of Gold Bar in Astoria, Queens. Oh, and I have a couple other shows coming up. However, what I would like to promote, well, not prom- honestly, I'm kind of just excited. If it gets canceled, I will kill myself. Um, but I just got booked. I'm doing a show at Union Hall
oh,
in
Nice,
nice.
Brooklyn.
nice, nice.
That's June 25th. I'm doing a Gary Goldman show.
Ooh,
Oh
nice.
shit.
Cool, cool,
Okay,
cool,
Yeah,
there you go. So
cool,
yeah,
cool.
so
you guys go to that
yeah,
or
go to
any of
that
the other
one.
shows.
Fuck
Or if
the
you're
other
listening
show.
to this way far in the future, you missed
Yeah,
out.
yeah. June 25th if you're interested. Boys and
Sweet,
girls,
Boys
sweet,
and
sweet.
girls,
theys and thems.
And
theys and
yeah, I was gonna
them.
say, don't exclude people, Ethan. Don't be like me and
What?
assume the
Yeah, but I actually
clown is a
didn't do that
dude.
because I'm a good person.
For the
Unlike
she's, the
some.
theys, the gays, go check
Yeah,
out
Yeah,
Ethan. Yeah.
yeah.
All
yeah,
right. Well, Ethan, it's
yes,
been a lot of fun. Thank you for doing the podcast again.
Thank you for allowing me. Thank you for allowing
yeah.
me back
Super
after
close
all the
up.
allegations.
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm like giving birth to you or something. Like it's like I've just like seen your face so like close up to this. All right, I'll miss you. Bye.
All
Bye.
right, Ethan. Later.
Bye.